Good evening. I have these Harbor Freight hex key sets. I wanted to combine a video on the difference between the two sets with taking apart these roller blades for the bearings and the wheels. So I've got two sets of hex keys. One is long reach, one is normal. I think the difference is pretty obvious. This is the standard set, so I'm going to pull out the 8, which is the largest in the long reach, and I'll pull out the 8 in the short. So, big difference. I bought both sets because the small set, the short ones, have extra. The longest in the long reach is 8, the longest in the short ones is 10. So I had to buy both sets to get the most variety of sizes. I'm not saying that I'd ever use them, I just want it to be complete. So these are great because they give you extra power. If you're adjusting something, you've got a longer lever, so it's going to give you more power to knock something loose. But I really like the cases. Keeps all of the Allen keys together. A lot harder to lose them. And they both come in SAE and metric. And the long reach has a short and a long, but the shorts are 5.5 to 1.27, where the shorts here are 10 to 1.5. So between the two, you have a lot more variety. There's a couple extra sizes in each one. So it gives me a nice complete set. So I went to Goodwill and I got these two sets for $5 for all four. So I paid $1.25 for each shoe, and that gives me 4 wheels and 8 bearings. So for $1.25, I get 8 bearings. So let's take one apart and see what it's like. I'm going to use the long reach, and I'm thinking that's probably a 5. All right. Oh, no, it isn't. Maybe it's a 4. Yes, it's a 4. So let me get the short 4 out of this set. Does the short 4 in that set the same size as the short 4 in this set? Yeah, I think they're exactly the same. But if I have the short, when I go to put this on, I've got this much . But on this side, since they're an integrated screw, I can put the long reach and you can see the difference in the length. There's a little bit of machine oil on these, but that's pretty common with Harbor Freight tools. If I get one that's stubborn, this long reach will help me break it easier. And there's a lot of places where the short ones aren't long enough to get down in, and that's when you need the long reach. So the screw fell out. So all I need to do is push the bolt out. And there, the wheel popped off. Well, I'll just take the wheels off. So once again, when I went there, both of these have $5 written on them. And when I went there, I thought that I was going to pay $5 for each set. But when I got to the register, they said it was $5 for both sets. I know it's Goodwill and it benefits everybody, but I don't want to pay more than it's worth. I most certainly don't want to pay more than they're asking. So we'll knock that through. Okay, so these have an insert that has the bearing on the insert. So they're a lot easier to get out. Now you can pop that out. Somebody's old these. And it has a bushing to keep them centered a certain distance from each other. But I really just want the bearings. So I'll pop out the insert, and there's my bearing. Now, They seem to move pretty good. ABEC 5. So these are 5s. That has to do with the bearing quality. So this is a 5. I think these are going to work great for what I use them for, which is usually some type of a roller. So I want to put these back together though. I want to keep them together. When I put them in my shop to use later, I want them to be complete. The rest of those are trash. I'll just throw them away. Don't need any of that. So the Long Reach have a special holder that holds the long and the short in the same holder, and it has SAE and metric. And the shorts have their own holder, and they have SAE and metric. So between these two sets, I paid $3.99 for these, and I paid $4.99 for these. So for $9, I get a lot of duplication, but I get a full range. I get from 10 down to 1.5 metric, and I get 3/8 down to 1/16 SAE. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of duplication, but the long ones come in handy a lot. So keep these all as a set and use them all the time. So if you like the videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.